Hello, and welcome to today's webinar on Software Quality Assurance Fundamentals. This is one of our flagship courses at Kuebiko, and you can check out the details of this course on our website, www.kuebikoglobal.com. All industry verticals, for example, financial services, telecommunications, retail, healthcare, or media, depend on information technology systems to automate their processes. Automation almost always involves building and maintaining complex enterprise-wide software systems. Typically, projects have four main phases. Initiation, where you make a business case for the project and fund it. Requirements elicitation, where you get the detailed requirements on what is needed in the software product. Then, you create the functional and technical design and develop it by writing code. Finally, before releasing the software into production, you do comprehensive testing to ensure that all aspects of the software work properly. A software quality assurance analyst is the person that carries out the testing of the product. To that effect, you are expected to understand the requirements, write test cases, execute test cases, and provide reports to management on quality of the product. Roles that dabble with overview of technology and business functionality are called techno-functional roles. Most prominently, business systems analysis, project management, and software quality assurance fit this category. All these roles fall under technology but do not require a software programming background. Hence, they serve as a good foot in the door for people that are interested in getting into information technology but lack the programming experience or skills. The average pay of a software quality analyst, as per the Department of Labor Statistics, is $80,000. However, the true range is anywhere between $80,000 to $100,000 depending on your experience, specialization, full-time versus consulting assignments, and location. Let's look at how exactly typical software development projects functions. The people that will be eventually using your software application are called business side stakeholders. Some of them, who form the representatives of the end user, work with the business analyst to provide detailed business requirements. The business systems analyst documents these requirements and also conceives and documents a functional solution. These specifications are taken by the development team who create the technology architecture and eventually write the code for the application. The code is then passed over to the testing team for various types of testing and validation. Finally, when the product is ready, the software is delivered to the business. The entire orchestration is managed by the project manager. So you can see that all the software projects have a systematic coordination between the business, the systems analyst, the project manager, the development team, and the software quality testers. Software requirements and eventual testing is classified into two main categories: functional requirements and their testing. These are the qualities of a software product that are tangible or visible to an end user. Good examples include user interface screens or ports that are generated by a system, business process flows, the data that is captured and maintained in the system, and any interfaces to another system. The second category is non-functional requirements and their testing. These are the things that are not directly visible to end users but are required for good user experience and proper functioning of a system. Examples include system performance, which is about how fast screens load or how much time each action takes. System availability, which means how much downtime is permitted for a system. System scalability, which is how many users and transactions are expected to be added over time. System security and compatibility, which means what other devices and software should the system be compatible with. Testing is performed for both functional and non-functional requirements, and the approach is different. From a role or profile perspective, software testing is of two types: a manual QA tester and automated QA tester. A manual QA does not use any of the automated tools that are typically associated with software quality. A manual QA effort involves having a good understanding of the requirements of the software as a first step. This person then creates a testing strategy that is detailed test cases based on the requirement. Your skill is in thinking about scenarios that can break a logic is most required here. The test cases that are then executed one by one. Any defects that are found are recorded and communicated to the development team. This is done using spreadsheets or very basic test management systems like HP ALM. Automated testing is when user actions are simulated using testing software tools and the quality analyst has to write scripts to enable it. This involves hand-on script writing and is taught as part of our course. The most popular automation tool used in the industry today are LoadRunner. This software simulates hundreds of users logging into a system based on the script you write. This is useful for performance and load testing. Quick Test Professional. This tool will create the user action once you write the script, telling the software what is the sequence of actions that is done by a user. By doing this, you eliminate the need for a person to manually go through recurring steps and save time and reduce risk. Selenium does something very similar and is used for web-based testing. Also, there are several levels of testing starting from the very basic unit testing where the code is verified by the developers. After this, the code is released into QA environment where the work of a quality analyst starts with integration testing. The approach is typically black box approach. This means that the tester does not look at the code but how the software behaves and puts himself or herself into the shoes of an end user to ensure that everything is working fine at the individual component level. This is followed by system testing, where you look at the end-to-end flows and whether everything works in unison and not just at component level. We also perform regression testing at this stage. Regression testing is checking whether any existing or older functionality has been broken by introducing the new ones. The final test is usually done by the business users. This is called user acceptance testing or UAT. So, what does it take to get a job as a software quality analyst? The soft skills are you need an eye for detail, an analytical mind that can think through various usage scenarios, strategic vision to understand software features and end user experience, and of course, communication skills. From a vocational skill perspective, you will need to have a good understanding of the requirements management lifecycle. You should also be familiar with the documents that a business systems analyst creates. You need to know the process of test planning, strategizing, and how to write test cases. For automation testing, you will need to be able to use at least the main tools in the industry today that we described in the previous slides. Note that not all QA jobs require knowledge of automation, and there are many where only manual QA is sufficient. There are many courses out there, but we guarantee you that none of them match our practical innovation style of teaching that ensures that no student is left behind. These are skills most required on a job, and our focus is to make sure that you get one. We teach you all the required automated QA software, including HP ALM, LoadRunner, Quick Test Pro, and Selenium, to give you hands-on practice using our remote servers. We provide real-life projects for you to work on so that you can apply concepts from class to real industry projects. We teach details of both manual and automated QA so that you can maximize your chances of getting a job in either profiles.
Thank you for listening to this webinar. I hope you found it useful. Please feel free to leave comments on this video or call us on 201-340-4718 or check us out on www.kuebikoglobal.com. We offer a variety of information technology courses and interview preparation packages. Feel free to email us to schedule a live demo webinar. Thank you once again, and do check out our other videos.